Aiden sat in the cockpit of his starship, eyes scanning the endless blackness of space. The stars stretched out like tiny lanterns scattered across the dark sea of the galaxy. He had traveled far from the known sectors of human exploration, drawn by curiosity and the thrill of discovery. Every mission was dangerous, but every mission was worth it. Suddenly, the ship shuddered violently. Aiden's heart jumped. The navigation screen flickered, warning lights flashing red. A cosmic storm, a rare and unpredictable phenomenon, had caught him in its grasp. Space currents twisted like invisible rivers, tugging at the ship. Aiden fought the controls, trying to steady the ship. But the storm was stronger than he expected. "This isn't good," he muttered. "Not good at all," as he wrestled with the controls. A bright beam of light appeared ahead, cutting through the chaos. Aiden blinked in disbelief. The light seemed to guide him, stabilizing his ship. Almost instinctively, he followed it. Moments later, he found himself landing on a planet unlike any he had seen before. The sky glowed with colors he could not name, swirling in patterns that made the stars seem dull in comparison. Towering structures of crystal and metal sparkled in the distance, and the air hummed with quiet energy. A figure approached from the landing area. She was tall and graceful, with skin that shimmered like silver in the light. Her eyes were large and bright, reflecting the colors of the strange sky. Aiden had never seen anyone like her before. "Are you all right?" she asked, her voice calm but urgent. I think so," Aiden replied, still catching his breath. "You're light. It saved me." "I am Lyra," she said, extending her hand. "I saw your distress signal and guided you here. You are safe now." Aiden shook her hand, feeling a strange warmth and connection. "I'm Aiden. Thank you." "I don't know what I would have done without you," Lyra smiled softly. "It is my duty to help those in need, but I admit, I was curious about you as well. A human traveler, so far from your world." Curiosity sparked between them. Aiden had seen many alien civilizations, but Lyra's people, the Ilaria, were unlike any other. They were peaceful, wise, technologically advanced in ways that humans could only dream of. Lyra led him to a building that seemed alive. Its walls glowed faintly, and soft energy flowed through the floor, lighting their path. Aiden's eyes widened. "This is incredible," he said. "I've never seen anything like it." Lyra glanced at him. "Our technology is built to harmonize with life, not control it. You will see more if you stay for a while. You must rest first." Aiden nodded, exhausted but eager to explore. The storm outside had been frightening, but now a new adventure awaited. Over the next few days, Aiden learned about the Alari civilization. Lyra showed him their cities, their energy systems, and the way they communicated not just through words, but with subtle feelings and gestures. Aiden was amazed by their empathy and intelligence. "You humans are brave," Lyra said one evening, standing on a balcony overlooking the sparkling city below. "You venture into the unknown, driven by curiosity and courage." "It is admirable," Aiden smiled. "And your people are wise beyond measure. You see things in ways I never imagined. It's inspiring." They spent hours talking about their worlds. Aiden described the human colonies, the planets they had settled, and the challenges they faced. Lyra shared stories of her people's history, their discoveries, and their belief in harmony across the stars. As they spoke, Aiden noticed something unusual. He felt drawn to her, not just out of admiration, but something deeper. He wasn't sure if Lyra felt the same, but every glance, every word, seemed to connect them. Lyra noticed it too. She'd been trained to control her emotions, especially around outsiders. Yet Aiden's presence stirred something unfamiliar, an excitement, curiosity, and a warmth that she could not explain, but reality intruded. Aiden's mission required him to explore, to move onward. He could not stay on Lyra's planet forever, and Lyra's people were cautious about relationships with other civilizations. Their leaders preferred diplomacy, not personal connections. One evening, as the twin moons rose over the crystalline towers, Aiden and Lyra sat together, silent for a while. The city below shimmered like a sea of light. "I don't want to leave," Aiden admitted quietly. "But I have to continue my mission. There's so much out there I haven't seen, so much I need to learn." Lyra nodded, understanding. "And I cannot simply abandon my duties here. My people expect me to return to my responsibilities, yet I do not want to say goodbye either." They looked at each other, both realizing that what they felt went beyond friendship. It was a connection that defied the boundaries of their worlds. Aiden took a deep breath. "Then we find a way. Somehow we meet again. Across the stars, we will find each other." Lyra's eyes glimmered. "I believe we will. Courage and hope are powerful forces, Aiden. They can cross even the greatest distances." The next days, Aiden prepared to leave. Lyra helped him repair his ship, ensuring it could withstand the cosmic storms that often roamed the sector. They spent each moment together, sharing knowledge, laughter, and silent glances that spoke volumes. Finally, the day came for Aiden to depart. He stood on the landing platform looking at Lyra. "Promise me something," Lyra said softly. "Anything. Promise me that no matter how far you travel, you will return. And remember, this connection we share is stronger than distance, stronger than the galaxies between us." Aiden smiled, feeling a rush of determination. "I promise. And I will see you again, Lyra. No matter what." He boarded his ship, the engines humming to life. As he ascended, the view of Lyra's world stretched beneath him, a glittering jewel in the vast darkness. He felt hope and excitement. Knowing that their story was just beginning, Lyra watched until his ship disappeared into the stars. Her heart filled with both longing and determination. She had no doubt that their paths would cross again. The bond they had formed could not be broken by distance or duty, as the stars swirled above. Aiden navigated into the unknown, carrying the memory of Lyra's smile and the promise of their reunion. Across galaxies, he knew their connection would endure. The adventure ahead was uncertain and dangerous. But Aiden's courage, combined with Lyra's wisdom, would light the way. Together or apart, they had set in motion a journey that would change both their worlds. And perhaps the entire galaxy. The first step had been taken, and the story of two hearts defying distance and difference had begun. Across galaxies, their love, fueled by courage, curiosity, and respect, could not be stopped. Aiden's ship moved swiftly through the galaxy, stars streaking past like glittering threads. The memory of Lyra's smile and her calm, guiding presence filled his mind. Every light year brought him closer to new discoveries, but also reminded him of the promise he had made. He would return to her, no matter the dangers ahead. The galaxy was not without its hazards. Rogue asteroid fields, unexpected cosmic storms, and regions of unstable energy challenged his skill as a pilot. But Aiden's courage never faltered. Every obstacle was a test, and he welcomed it, thinking of the moment he would see Lyra again. Meanwhile, on her home planet, Lyra faced her own challenges. The leaders of the Illyri Council had noticed her attachment to the human visitor. They valued diplomacy. They also feared emotional connections with other civilizations could complicate their plans. Yet Lyra's heart would not bend. She believed in the bond they had formed. She trusted Aiden, even across the vast distances separating them. Weeks passed. Aiden explored new star systems, cataloging planets and studying strange cosmic phenomena. He encountered alien species, some friendly, some cautious. Each encounter reminded him of the uniqueness of life across the universe, and of Lyra's wisdom in understanding these differences. Then, the unthinkable happened. Sensors aboard Aiden's ship detected a massive anomaly, a rogue black hole on a collision course with a populated star system. Entire planets were in danger, including civilizations unprepared for such a disaster. Aiden's heart raced. He knew this was more than a simple mission. Lives were at stake. His first thought was Lyra. Could her people help? Quickly sent a message across subspace, encoded in the Illyri communication protocols she had taught him. Lyra received it immediately, her eyes widening at the report.
"Aiden,"
she whispered. Without hesitation, she activated the Council's emergency response, coordinating rescue teams and planetary shields. Counteract some of the danger, but only if she worked with Aiden directly. Aiden's ship altered course, heading toward Lyra's planet to join forces. The stormy void between them tested every system. But the thought of reuniting, of facing the challenge together, strengthened his resolve. When he arrived, Lyra was waiting on a command platform, her silver eyes shining with determination. "We can do this," she said firmly. "Together we can save them." Aiden nodded. "We always make a good team." They spent hours coordinating, combining human ingenuity with Ilari technology. Aiden designed an energy stabilization plan to redirect the black hole's gravitational pull, while Lyra used her people's advanced systems to reinforce planetary shields. Every calculation was critical, and every second counted. As they worked side by side, the old bond between them grew stronger. Each glance, each shared idea, each word of encouragement deepened their connection. Despite the danger, or perhaps because of it, they felt an unspoken trust, understanding that together they could overcome any challenge. The black hole approached, a swirling vortex of darkness and power. The ground on affected planets shook as energy waves rippled through space. Aiden and Lyra held steady, adjusting their systems, predicting movements, and synchronizing their efforts. Then, with a brilliant surge of light, the combined human-Ilari plan succeeded. The black hole's pull was redirected, its energy dispersed harmlessly into empty space. The threatened planets were safe. Both of them exhaled in relief. Aiden looked at Lyra, smiling despite the exhaustion. "We did it," he said softly. Lyra's smile mirrored his. "Yes, together." For a long moment they stood side by side, the hum of the machinery fading into silence. Around them, the galaxy returned to its quiet, glittering beauty. The danger had passed, but their connection remained, stronger than ever. In the days that followed, both human and Ilari leaders recognized the importance of their teamwork. Aiden and Lyra became symbols of interstellar cooperation, showing that courage, respect, and understanding could unite worlds. Their story spread across the galaxies, inspiring hope wherever it traveled. But beyond the politics and recognition, Aiden and Lyra treasured a quieter truth, the bond between them. No star system, no cosmic storm, no black hole could sever the connection they had forged. It was built on shared trust, admiration, and a love that grew naturally, free from obligation or expectation. One evening, standing on a balcony of the neutral space station, orbiting a vibrant nebula, they watched the swirling colors of distant stars. The view was breathtaking, yet it paled in comparison to the warmth of being together. "Do you ever wonder," Aiden asked quietly, "what it would have been like if we never met?" Lyra turned to him, her eyes reflecting the nebula's light. "I don't want to imagine that," she said gently. "We met because we were meant to. Every choice we made led us here." Aiden nodded, taking her hand. "Then I know one thing for certain. No matter where I travel, no matter the challenges, I will always return to you." "And I will be here," Lyra replied, waiting, believing, and ready to face anything by your side. Their hands remained joined, a silent promise, stronger than words. Around them, the galaxy sparkled with infinite possibilities. Yet, for this moment it felt small, an intimate universe just for them. News arrived that the planets they had saved were thriving thanks to their efforts. Messages of gratitude poured in from civilizations that had only moments before faced disaster. Aiden and Lyra smiled, knowing they had made a difference not just for each other, but for countless lives across the stars. Despite the fame and recognition, they remained humble, focused on the journey ahead. Aiden knew there were more worlds to explore, more mysteries to uncover. Lyra knew there were more responsibilities to manage, more lessons to share. Yet together, they were unstoppable. One night, as the twin moons of Lyra's planet rose in the distance, they sat together in silence. The stars shimmered above, a reminder of the vastness between them, yet also of the closeness they had achieved. "We have seen so much already," Aiden said, gazing at the endless sky. "And yet, I feel like the real adventure is just beginning." Lyra smiled, resting her head lightly on his shoulder. "The real adventure is us. Across galaxies, through storms and challenges, our hearts will guide us. And so, under the vast cosmic sky, they made a silent vow. No matter the distance, no matter the trials, they would face the universe together. Love, courage, and trust had carried them this far, and it would carry them further, beyond galaxies and stars, to whatever awaited them in the infinite expanse. Aiden and Lyra's journey was no longer just about exploration. It was about unity, about bridging worlds, about proving that even in the endless reaches of space, human courage and alien wisdom could create something extraordinary. The galaxy stretched before them, full of wonders and dangers alike, but together they were ready. Together, they would chart new worlds, save lives, strengthen the bond that had begun in the light of a storm. Across galaxies, their love could not be stopped.